That gets snuck in there. I don't know. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center, and if you're looking at the streaming video, you see a picture of the Blood Mobile,
It's
the big
cool.
bus that is heated and air conditioned. Which means that if you're out in the freezing temperatures and you want to get out of that cold, you go donate blood. It's kind of an odd reason to donate blood, isn't it?
That's right.
Galen, good morning, Galen. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good. I was bragging about you this morning. I don't know if your ears were burning or
Uh-oh.
not. I was bragging about you
Yep.
because
Okay.
we associate you with blood and the Blood Mobile and LifeSouth and all of that, and you're very, very knowledgeable about it. So, of course, it would make sense. But what maybe a lot of people don't realize is that you are very skilled at marketing as well. And so that is my topic. It's not as silly as some mornings, but this is a good one. Have you ever heard of unique selling propositions as like a thing, whatever that is?
Absolutely.
They
yes.
call them
Yeah.
USPs for short. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at some of these, and some of them, I never would have thought that was considered a good one. And so that's what I want to share with you, some of the best
Okay.
unique selling propositions. And you probably have some give blood, save lives. It's right on the Blood Mobile. That might be
Sure.
a unique selling
Yeah.
proposition, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and and we've always for us when we're marketing, and you could call it a product. It's not really a product, but it's a brand, whatever. You have to, whatever you're doing, you have to position it in a way that you can believe in as an organization, and that your employees can believe in and that they can own. And then secondly, you have to have the outsider understand what you're doing very, very quickly. Those are the two rules that I live by. So whenever we come up with something new, marketing-wise, it has to meet that criteria. Is it going to, really get our staff fired up and be proud of what they do? And
Right,
secondly,
right.
are people going to get it instantly?
Yeah.
It must do that.
People,
Must do that.
outsiders getting it is an important thing. Outsiders who
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and it's so overlooked so many times. You'll see something, you're like, well, that's clever, but I have no idea what they're talking about.
Right, right.
And I'll tell you one that comes to mind instantly, and I see it all the time. It says, you'll see a billboard, and it says, "Your wife is hot." Right? I don't know if you've ever seen that billboard.
I have.
Oh, I've
yeah,
seen it, yeah.
I have.
Right?
Yeah.
It's for an air conditioning company. The problem is if you don't realize, and that because there's a dog on the one particular one that stands out in my mind. I took a picture of it, just on my staff.
Right.
There's a dog on there, and then in the corner of this billboard, there's a little air conditioning unit. So, one, you have to know what an air conditioning unit looks like, and I don't know how many people do or
Good
do
point.
not.
Yeah. Right.
Right? And then what's the dog got to do with it? And it says
yeah.
your wife is hot.
Yeah.
Is it clever? Yeah, but you have to really. To me, that takes too much thought. Hit me over the head with a brick.
Yeah. No, I can't disagree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. So before we do that, how is the blood supply? What do we need to know?
We're up to a 5.5-day blood supply. Great drive yesterday at Central Florida College, and we're going to be back there again today. We just need people to continue to come out and donate blood. We are a little short of platelets, so if you've never done platelets, now's a good time to give it a shot. So come out and give the gift of life, donate blood.
The good news is people keep showing up to donate blood. Because if they don't,
Yeah,
then we have a horrible report with you. Can you imagine that morning? Nobody has donated in the last 10 days. What would you say? My gosh.
Well, people would be dying at that point.
That's what you would be saying.
No.
That would be the report.
Yeah.
Well, the report is,
Absolutely.
like, let's say there was a reason, like something in the news that scared everybody, and everybody stayed away and didn't donate blood. You would be on the radio 10 days after that news report, and you'd be saying, we got to get back to donating blood.
Yes.
Just 4 people died yesterday right here in Ocala.
For sure.
You would say something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be a national crisis at that point.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's an important message, and obviously Galen offers a lot to this radio show. In addition to being skilled with radio talents, which is not easy to come by either.
No.
But none of that would be possible if it weren't for our 2 sponsors. So let's make sure we thank them. Penn Flooring is one. They have some beautiful flooring. They can help you, and they'll answer all of your questions regarding your new carpeting that you're looking at or thinking about. your new linoleum. Maybe you want to have kind of a hybrid. I kind of like the idea of the hybrid, like in the living room. Like you have a wood floor, and then like one of those throw rugs or something.
Oh,
In a living room.
yeah.
You could, you know what, Larry? You could probably go into design work. You've done everything else. Why don't you add designer to your name?
What do they say? Master of none? I'm master of none. I'm not good at really anything.
I love wood floors.
But a wood floor would be nice. But wouldn't you want like something for the dog to lay on in the middle?
TJ and Charity have this huge bed that that they have in the corner for the dog. So he just, and he's a German Shepherd, so it's pretty big and it's fluffy and
There you go.
comfy. So if he's cold, he lays on that. If not, he loves laying on the wooden floor.
Well,
for
what about
whatever
when
reason.
the kids come over and then you have to be on the floor and playing with cars? You have to have something.
Yeah, well, then you get one of those little fancy things you throw out there when they come. And
So here's the discussion that that Penn Flooring probably hears all the time when people come in there to buy carpeting or flooring. They probably hear this all the time. And then they probably have a solution. Well, here's an idea that you never thought about. So
exactly.
Go
That's
to
what they do.
the showroom at Penn Flooring. It's at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay Williams Bridge. And thank them for sponsoring LifeSouth and Galen Unold's time on WOCA.
And they probably can tell you what kind of flooring you need in your lanai and even out in your pool area too, because people are getting flooring for that now. So.
And thank the folks at Palm Garden also. Tomorrow they have a Chats at the Garden event, and I believe the speaker is going to talk about the carotid artery
Yes.
and things associated with that. That's a kind of the scary artery in your neck, right? That could
Yeah.
kill you
Yeah.
if it goes wrong.
Yeah. Or you hit it with your razor blade while you're shaving, you're done.
Or if it gets clogged. If it gets clogged, right?
That's right.
I don't think that's going to happen. All right. More likely to get clogged. Yeah.
But
I don't think you're going to nick it with a razor blade. It's an artery. It's pretty far down there.
I actually went to a carotid artery talk one time at my mom's church.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was at my mom's church,
Wow.
and the lady was explaining it. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I hope I don't have that." Of course, I could. Who knows? But anyway, Palm Garden has a beautiful facility. Go check it out. It's not too far from where we broadcast here at the mall. So go over there and stop by and say, "Hey, Galen and Robin and Larry." I said, "Hey, stop by."
That's right.
And where's Jan, by the way? Where's Jan?
That's right. Ask to meet Jan.
Just thank them for sponsoring LifeSouth. Let me go to the phone real quick, and then we'll do this unique selling proposition topic. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Hi, you.
See, Galen, a quick one for you. In the wintertime, do you find more donators with all the snowbirds down here?
Yeah, absolutely. Not necessarily in Marion County, but where we're at in Citrus and Hernando, our numbers go up really significantly. It's in Hernando, it's as much as 25% increase. So,
Oh, that's
Wow.
wonderful, yeah.
snowbird.
That's good. Yeah, I heard that
Yeah.
the hospitals were a little
Oh,
more
it makes
crowded.
it, yeah, it makes it a lot harder in the summer. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The hospitals are a lot more crowded in this area of the world
Right now.
during the winter.
It's in the-
Yeah, they're. My wife told me they're packed. So, they're expanding the hospital over at West Marion, and they're
Right.
almost doubling the number of beds over there. So, yeah.
All right, so let's take the break, and then we'll talk about some examples of some unique selling propositions. This is a good topic, really, and it's right up Galen's alley. He's a marketing expert, and we don't usually say that about Galen. He's a blood expert, with what we say.
Exactly.
But anyway, so unique selling propositions. That's what he does. He sells us on the idea of donating blood. You don't realize that's a good salesman.
Yeah.
You don't realize you're being sold,
Exactly.
but you're being sold something he believes in, and so do you. All right, so we'll take that break and be right back. What is this from? The National Association of Sales Professionals. That's where I'm getting this from.
Oh, okay.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Pretty nice day today on the cool side. Sunshine and some clouds. Highs in the upper 50s to mid-60s around the area. And partly cloudy and chilly tonight. A low of 34 well inland, 44 at the coast. For tomorrow, a mostly sunny, cool day with a high of 60 to 64. Thursday becoming mostly cloudy, high 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Palm Garden is starting a new Chats at the Garden series, and on January 14th at 2 p.m., Steve Head will be talking about carotid stenosis and preventing strokes. Steve is a physician's assistant working with surgical specialists of Ocala. Chats at the Garden is open to the public, and Palm Garden is located on the corner of Southwest 34th Street and 27th Avenue. Plan to attend Chats at the Garden on January 14th at 2 p.m. For more information, call 854-6262.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Have you ever seen a jet ski act or a dinosaur under a circus tent? Well, Cirque Italia, the water circus, is coming back from Italy with a brand new production featuring performers from around the world. Cirque Italia will be at the main livestock pavilion in Ocala January 21st through 24th. They have created a brand new show with contortion, a mermaid, and more. Plus, they're offering a special discount for our listeners. At the circus, you can get one free child's ticket with the purchase of an adult ticket if you say circus. So bring the family. Visit CirqueItalia.com for tickets and more information.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
All right, thank you, Joe. It is 35 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA. Galen Unold is on the phone. Are you driving right now, Galen?
Yeah, on my way to work.
Do you have your gloves? Are you wearing your gloves today?
I took them off. I had them on earlier, and it is now 76 degrees inside the cabin of my vehicle, and I'm happy.
Do you have...
Outside temperature is 40 degrees, and my kids... We thought we were going to die. I even let the car warm up for 15 minutes, and the walk in my car's in the garage. My walk from the outside the from inside the house to inside the garage, I thought we were going to pass out. I can't imagine it being any colder.
I can remember asking my father if I could...
That's what my son said. He goes, I can't imagine it being any colder.
It's a lot cold. I can remember as a kid going out to the car that was covered in snow, asking my father if I could start the car and then warm it up for everybody.
Yeah.
Because you go out there and you couldn't see through the windows. There was snow on every window.
Frosted too.
Frosted and snow covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you would just start the car, and then you would let it warm up, and you would slowly watch the ice melt when you put the defrosters on. Yeah,
it was cool.
You probably...
And that's why we live in Florida.
Yeah. All right. So from the National Association...
When I lived in Baltimore, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to turn your windshield wipers on for that stuff because it just ruins your windshield wipers.
Right.
Yeah, you got to wait till it's warmed up.
That's why they have scrapers.
That's not in the manual.
That's why they had scrapers.
All right.
Yeah. So the
I didn't know.
National Association of Sales Professionals. A unique selling proposition. Define. Let's define it first. It's a statement that describes how your product or company is different and hopefully better than the competition.
Yeah.
The best USPs, which stands for unique selling propositions, take a unique quality and explain how that quality will benefit your customers in a few memorable words. Okay?
Yeah.
Some of them you might have thought, like in your department head meeting or your executive board meeting, that that doesn't sound good. For example, Avis had one that worked remarkably. It was "We're number 2. We try harder."
That was good. I like that one.
Well, what it became is "We try harder." So that's what it actually became. So.
But we're number 2. We try harder was the original proposed thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. It turns a negative into a positive because they couldn't say they were number 1 at that time. Avis, Hertz was number 1.
Enterprise. Oh, Hertz was number 1 then?
Yeah.
Because I think Enterprise is up there now.
Probably somewhere
And
up
theirs
there.
is great. We'll pick you up. You know, that changed everything for rental cars.
Yeah.
It'll pick you up.
FedEx no longer uses this slogan, but this slogan can be and a slogan and a what do they call it again? I can't.
Unique selling proposition.
Unique selling proposition are not always the
We
same.
call it USP in the business.
right. When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight was FedEx's.
Yeah,
They-
that was a great one.
They don't use that anymore.
No.
They have replaced it with the slogan, "The world on time."
Oh, that's a good one.
It's in this organization, the NASP says it's not as powerful of a what do you call it? USP,
Uh-huh.
right?
USP.
The world on time, like Galen's pointed out earlier, somebody who's not in the know wouldn't know what does
that means.
What does that mean? If you don't know
Yeah,
what they
in other words, you have to know what FedEx does.
Yeah.
You have to get it. And again, FedEx is big enough that maybe they can pull that.
Yeah, right.
Pull that off, but yeah. My favorite one, and I guess they wouldn't call it a USP, is have a Coke and a smile. I've just always felt that was.
That was a good one. Have a Coke and a
That's
smile.
as good as it's got.
But I think
it says it all.
and I think that's the divide. It's a good slogan, but that wouldn't be a USP.
It's not a USP. Yeah, because Coke doesn't need to differentiate. The people who have to differentiate themselves are not number one.
Good point.
Just remember
Wow,
that.
that's a good point. Okay.
So for us and the Blood Center, the American Red Cross is number one, and we're like number 7 in the country. But who we market against is really the American Red Cross, and so the American Red Cross doesn't have to differentiate themselves with the American Red Cross. So
Right.
you just have to remember that. Yeah.
So the next one, the author of the article from the National Association of Sales Professionals says that the next slogan is really too long to be catchy, but it's still an excellent USP because it spells out a guarantee with perfect clarity, and you are familiar with it. It is, quote, "You get fresh, hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, or it's free." That was Domino's.
Yeah,
Domino's.
that's good.
Right.
That was Domino's. Okay, so some of the other ones from lesser-known companies that they put in their article, and I printed this up so I could read them to you because I was afraid the computer would crash. Okay, there's one from a leather company. They sell leather products, like handbags and things like that. It's called Saddleback Leather. They got a nice website, by the way. But their slogan / USP, unique selling proposition, I have to keep looking at what that stands for, is they'll fight over it when you're dead.
I love that.
Funny.
They'll fight over it when you're dead.
To me, it kind of misses what you got to tell them what you sell. But, it's still funny, but
That's a good
It's
one.
so good that when you die, they're all going to want it.
Yeah.
They'll fight.
Yeah, because real leather, it lasts forever.
But one of the things she says in the article is that you can have more than one, and so they do.
Mm-hmm.
They have another one that says full grain leather goods, 100-year warranty. So there's
there you
there's
go.
their other.
there you go. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
They'll fight over it when you're dead. All right, here's another one. This is the Dandelion Chocolate Company.
I love that name.
The Dandelion Chocolate Company. They make chocolate by hand. And it's a story of the co-founders named Corbett and Chase. And they decided to make chocolate from the bean, the actual cocoa bean, and make the whole thing from bean to chocolate. And so that's what they have in their US, what do you call it? P.
Unique selling proposition.
I know, I'm having a hard time with it. I'm a student here. Dandelion Chocolate is a bean to bar chocolate factory and cafe based in the Mission District of San Francisco. So it's a bean to bar chocolate. So
Yeah.
that's all you need to know, that phrase, bean to bar.
I gotta look them up on the internet and order some. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Bean to bar.
There was another chocolate company, and I didn't print this one up, but it's another one with just two brothers.
Uh-huh.
And they say we make chocolate the way they did in the 18th century.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Because that already
Is that
gives
when
you
chocolate
visual.
was good?
I don't know. That's a good
I
question.
don't remember, when I read my history books, I don't remember how great the chocolate.
That's funny. I don't know, but they use it, and apparently it works for them. They have this whole visual image on their website where they look like they're. Like the dress, like the 1800s and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if chocolate was better in the 1800s.
What was it, 18th century, you said?
Yeah.
So that would be the
18th
1700s.
century,
then.
1700s. Yeah, George Washington's time.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know.
You can do a lot with that.
I know he was a great moonshiner, but I didn't know he was a great chocolatier.
The ladies were.
There's another company called Crochet Kids. They spell it with K. And this is kind of a long one, but they say it's a good one because you get what it is right away. It says, "We are a lifestyle brand and an innovative nonprofit. Our mission is to empower people to rise above poverty." You don't really get what they do, though, do you?
No, but you know they're helping people.
Crochet Kids started out as a few friends learning to crochet their own beanie caps.
That's cool.
That's how they started their business. All right. The next one is the Farnham Street blog, mastering the best of what other people have already figured out.
Oh, nice. That's a cool one.
Okay.
I don't know about that one. Okay. Let's see.
Because some people can figure out how to do things, but it doesn't mean that they've mastered that. So this is pretty cool. I like that one.
Okay, here's a good one from De Beers. De Beers. What is that, a jewelry company?
That's the
Diamond.
diamonds
Okay.
from Africa.
All right, and theirs is a diamond is forever.
Yeah. It's a good one.
That is. It's a great one.
Yeah. So on the bus you see the three attributes of a unique selling proposition are it must be unique, it must matter to prospects, and it must contain a benefit.
Oh, there you go.
So on the side of the bus of the LifeSouth bus it says "Give blood, save lives." That does it. The 4 words. With 4 words you do it.
Yeah, I am a big believer of simple. I think so often you see a marketing campaign that they just really outthink it. So, you take Chick-fil-A, right? Eat more chicken with cows. When that first started, how long did it take before you took a cow and matched that up with Chick-fil-A? That was millions and millions of dollars, and it took years for that to happen. So they pulled it off, and now that's synonymous with chicken.
Yeah.
So
Right.
It worked, but you have to remember that your marketing campaign should last a lot longer than you think it should. So.
And people like being familiar, because on my way to church on Sunday, I was going east, and the LifeSouth Blood Center's bus was going west and passed me on 200. They had your name and the WSC logo on the side, and so they were going somewhere on Sunday. They weren't, dilly-dallying.
Nope.
So you know
Chick-fil-A's
right away.
closed on Sunday. We're not.
That's right.
The next.
All right, Larry, I have to say Roll Tide, because if I don't say Roll Tide before this show's over, I may get in trouble. So congratulations to Alabama for winning the national championship.
Yay!
Had to get that in.
Galen's team.
Had to get in a shout out.
There you go.
Wasn't my team. I was going for Clemson, but that's not on record.
There you go. There you go.
It's good for business that Alabama won.
That's
Roll Tide.
right. Good job, Alabama. Yay! LifeSouth supports you, and so does Galen.
Blowing up last night. All right.
So do sports teams need a USB? I'm looking for another one that I really like. Here's one.
No.
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 All right, here's one for the world.
The sports leagues do, but occasionally it depends on if they're a lesser soccer team, they do. But if you notice, every football team does and every baseball team does is a marketing campaign. Like the Atlanta Falcons were going Rise Up this year, and so they all have a slogan, but it's not really a USP.
And I guess I'm still confused what the
Nice.
difference is. I'm not quite sure I get it yet. Okay, Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobiles are the College of Central Florida.
For the second day,
All right, go donate blood. Save
They're
lives.
there all week.
Give blood, save
Yep.
lives.
all week.
All right, thank you, Galen. Have a great day. Stay warm.
You got it. Thanks, you guys, for everything.
Thank you.
Bye all.
Fox Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A deadly explosion rocking Istanbul, Turkey. The Turkish president says a Syrian-linked suicide bomber is believed to be behind the attack.
Witnesses say the blast at a landmark near the historic Blue Mosque could be heard in several neighborhoods. Dual suicide bombs in October and Ankara have been blamed on ISIS.
Fox Radio's Jessica Gallagher in the Mideast Bureau. An investigation underway into a house explosion in Ohio.
Neighbors felt their homes rattle.
We heard the explosion, and my son ran outside and he says, "Oh my God, a fire next door."
The blast at a home in Northfield Center Township Monday night leveled the house and killed the 4 people who lived there, according to Ohio fire officials.
Fox Radio's Pam Puso says they were parents and 2 daughters. The family dog escaped. And a pretrial hearing today for former Afghan Taliban captive Bo Burkal. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Happy New Year and howdy, folks. Did you ever have someone get fresh with you? RL here to tell you what to do. Just get along down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs and keep your New Year's resolution to eat fresh. That's right, fresh garden salads topped with crunchy fried or grilled chicken, or a fresh banana shake, or a banana split. That's the kind of fresh folks like at Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
Looking to put your money to work? Florida Credit Union has 3 CD specials: 12 months for 1.05% APY, 24 months for 1.50% APY, and 36 months for 1.75% APY each, with a $10,000 minimum. Federally insured by the NCUA. APY equals annual percentage yield. These rates effective through February 28, 2016, subject to change at any time. Visit one of Florida Credit Union's convenient locations today or their website at flcu.org.
Cookies, 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 cookies. When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order. Cookies, cookies, yum. Cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies. The Great American Cookie Company.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Located in Ocala,